What's up guys, Al here from AM Training. So I'm gonna go ahead and try something new and do a little bit of a voiceover in the car kind of thing. I mean, I'm not the first one to do this kind of voiceover or do a little commentary in the car. I mean, who does it best? Probably Brandon Campbell does it best. I mean, I can never get his level of silky voice and smooth, very smooth talking, or even his forever 5 o'clock shadow that never seems to go away. But I am catching up to his balding, as you can see. So Brandon Campbell, I'm coming for you. But anyways, if you guys like this kind of version of AM Training where I'm doing a voiceover with the little, you know, moneymaker here. I know not only hearing my luscious voice, but also you want to see the beautiful face. You know, if you guys like that, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you want to go back to the old school AM Training, go and give it a thumbs down so I can see, because not all of you guys comment on my videos, but I know you guys, some of you guys are subscribed and still watch it, so I do thank you for that. And so I'm doing basically a whole mashup here of all my training in the background. I'll go ahead and shrink this down and place it in the corner so you can see my training in the background for the last week and a half here. So quick update is that I just got my SBD sleeves, and beautiful thing, I can see why people love it, just because it's so comfortable. It has that nice compression feeling, and my knees are warmed up even better, and it doesn't take me as long to warm up my knees. I feel like I'm very super comfortable. I mean, I got the size large, even though it was in between, because my knees kind of measure around 15 inches, so I was in between standard and very, you know, the tight fit. So I kind of wanted to wear them throughout the whole day in my training session, so I went ahead and got the large, and so I didn't want to go too super tight with the medium. But anyways, I digress. Super comfortable. I mean, they're so comfortable you can wear them all the time. I'm wearing them right now. Actually, it's the only thing I'm wearing besides the shirt, if you know what I mean. Just because that's all you need to do when you're driving around. That's all you need to wear when you're driving around or making YouTube videos. But the thing is that I'm a little bit on the depressed side, because even though I got my SBD sleeves, how wonderful they are, my knee is acting up. I feel like that last time I had my last video where I have a little bit of squat problem. If you see, you can't beast mode them all video, that's the one where I kind of call it quits after my warm-ups felt like grinders. So even though I called it quits, it wasn't enough for that day. My knee is acting up. I've had 4 or 5 physical therapists look at it, and they're telling me that it could be a little bit of the inflammation in the patellar tendon. They do feel that my LCL is a little bit lax, so maybe that was there before. I can't say, but there is pain in my left knee, so I'm getting that addressed. And I haven't squatted for maybe a week and a half, well, coming into about 2 weeks or so, which is a little depressing because you know me, I love them squats. Squats is my life. But I have been doing leg day. Even though I can't squat, I am still focusing on Bulgarian squats. And I'm a big fan of Bulgarian squats because they help with having a positive shin angle. And what I mean by that is that a lot of you can take a nice wider stance in the Bulgarian squat. You'll see me doing a couple of sets throughout the video, and basically it's more, instead of having that sheer force of that knee when you do a squat, because the knee travels forward, you can have that really vertical shin angle, and that's going to help with turning that sheer force into a compressive force, and that definitely has been a knee saver, at least for me, and it also still allows me to get my lower body work, so I'm not going to be a bro and just be all benching all day. But on that note, I have been focusing on the bench press lately just because I can't squat, so I've been focusing a lot on the bench press. It's going pretty well. I've been doing a whole lot more volume, and also I've also been focusing on sumo squats. Just because I'm trying to bring that up. It's pretty weak compared to my conventional. My best conventional is about 525, and then my sumo is maybe probably 100 pounds less than that. So I need to bring that up, see how that goes. I want to say hopefully it's gonna be a good transition. I mean, going into a transition with low bar when I squatted, felt horrible. So I'm hoping that once I get used to it, get my technique down, I'll make huge progress like I did with my low bar squat. And speaking of low bar squat, I am gonna try to film some like a transitional high bar to low bar squat video. So I'm kind of in the works with that. I need to do a little bit more research, because I'm not only gonna put things that have worked for me, but try to see what others are doing and see how that has helped them. So check out, be on the lookout for that video eventually, from the high bar to low bar transition in the squat, because it seems like everyone on YouTube is transitioning over to low bar. So I hope to bring that video out, but let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about my sumo, because I've been pulling like crazy and trying to get the frequency down. The one thing that I do find troubling with my sumo squat is my hand placement. I know you want to have it straight down so it has that less bar path to travel, but I feel like when I lock out, my hands are in front of my hips, which makes it harder to lock out. And so I've been playing around with having it a little bit wider. So because I notice on Ben Rice's when he does his lockout, at least one of his hand is actually on the side of his hip. And so I've been messing around with that and trying to focus on having at least one hand on the outside. So I've been switching around, and it feels a little bit better, because then when I lock out, I feel like I have the opportunity to really squeeze out my glutes and really lock in. So that's pretty much my update there. And like I said, this is all one big mashup. I was a little bit on the lazy side, so I mashed up all these videos here to all my training for the past week and a half. So like I said, I will try to do more of this vlogging type style, or at least commentaries, because it's a little bit, it saves me time, and also, you know, you get to see my beautiful face. So thumbs up if you do like this, and thumbs down if you don't want to, you know, look at my fugly face. Thumbs down if you just want to go back to the whole voiceover how I did it last time. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Train hard, train smart.